Just, I guess, your first impression of Arkansas State and the community of Northeast Arkansas.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's incredible. I mean, the intro they got the band playing, a bunch of people here to support us, the cheerleaders going. I mean, to say they've made myself and my family feel special is an understatement, but for having spent a couple years in the state of Arkansas, you know, Arkansans have a tremendous ability to make people feel really special and appreciated.
What were your impressions of Arkansas State from your time in the Sun Belt previously?
You know what? That's a great question. When you're playing, especially when I was an assistant coach, you're getting here and you're watching video and scouting reports, and you're going out to eat, and I thought it was a cool town, a cool place, and the people were super welcoming and warm, but you don't get to really dig into the guts of a community, and so I thought it was a cool place and interesting, but really when I came here for those 2 days, a week ago, or I guess a couple days ago, I'll be honest, it blew me away. This community blew me away, the opportunities for my family, and I was excited. I called my wife that night from the hotel, and she said, "You're excited about this opportunity?" I said, "I am very excited." So proud to get to call this place home.
You know, you've been in the Sun Belt before. What are just your impressions? What were your impressions the first time around your stops at Little Rock and Texas State, and now looking where the conference is now?
Well, I mean, it's insane what this conference is. The Sun Belt Conference, in my opinion, is a mid-major SEC. There's no breaks, there's no weekends off. I mean, you know, we're the bottom team, you know, so the challenge is large. But if you go look at kind of my history, my track record, it's kind of right up my alley. And I like large challenges, and I like I guess the challenge of getting not only myself and my staff and the players on board, but getting the community on board. And I think that's how we're going to win here. I think getting people for a day, they'll say it's interesting, like you were asking me about when I came as a team. You come here for a couple days, it's even better. Come here and spend a weekend or a week, and these kids come in for a visit. I think they're going to be blown away by the outpouring of support and pride that this community represents on a day in and day out basis.
There's been a commitment to facility upgrades. How much did that play a role in your decision to come here?
Yeah, a lot. I mean, I think that just, you know, financially for myself and the staff, I mean, that's part of the business. I'm not going to run from that. And then, you know, financially investing into the facilities, because I got to go out and tell the community that this university is invested in this and get their support behind me. But when it starts at the top, you know, talking to Dr. Shields and just how him and Jeff's visions were aligned, and they communicated the same things, and they're excited about it. And honestly, where the baseball field is located, it's really the first thing that thousands of people see every day when they drive by, and I think it should be a representation and a gateway to how wonderful and great this university and community is.
You're a pitching coach, your background and such. Is that kind of where you'll start your philosophy on rebuilding this team?
I mean, everything starts and ends on the mound. I've coached the hitters too. I've really coached every position in Division I baseball. So yeah, I mean, everything starts and ends on the mound. You can overcome a lot with, you know, with guys that can stop people from scoring runs. You have to score less. So absolutely, it always starts and ends there.
What were some of the biggest things you kind of learned from those back-to-back trips going to NCAA regionals? I mean, what did you learn? What were some of the biggest things you learned?
It's possible, right? I mean, I think when I got to Thibodeau and the Nichols, I said that at the podium a minute ago. I think people thought, I mean, this guy's got some energy and he's got a vision, and we'll be competitive and probably get to some conference tournaments. But I didn't stand at that podium 3 years ago and say we were going to go to the conference tournament. I stood at that podium 3 years ago and said we're going to win championships. I understand how tall that task is. I know the teams we play against in this league. They go to super regionals, they win national titles. I get that. But I'm going to wake up every day and work diligently. It's not going to happen overnight. Like I said, I'm not going to click my heels together and it's going to happen. But I'm going to wake up fired up to make it happen, and when it does, it's something we're all going to celebrate.
What's your philosophy in terms of recruiting, building a lineup, especially on the batting side of things?
Yeah, I mean, I think philosophy is kind of an overrated term. I think you go out and recruit the best players you can get. I think your job as a coach and a coaching staff is to adapt your style to their strengths. I think if you pigeonhole yourself somewhere, especially now with such a fluid situation in college baseball, I think you really kind of handicap yourself as an organization. So I'm going to go recruit the best possible players we can get. And I'm going to adapt my style to their style, and what's going to allow our team to be the best team it can get.
Yep, good to go.